great strategery, great racecraft, great everything. Rinus VeeKay, great job, buddy. How are you? How are we feeling?
Thank you. I'm feeling good. That was it was nice. It's been a while since I've been on a podium. So yeah, it's been 60 races. I hear you have the record of 100 races, but yeah, it was long enough for me.
Is that really a record? I hope not. That's a
I
terrible
saw it
record.
by
to
you had
have.
exactly 100 races.
Oh, that's awful. Well, congrats on doing that. I have so many questions because I feel like this is such a wild, year for you. And there's been highs and there's been lows and there's been wild moments. There's been moments of, oh, Michael Cannon's here. You know what I mean? Like we got Michael Cannon on the team now. What has it been like? I want to go first to that. You've got a guy by the name of Mike Cicerelli there, who's very famously known, I would say, in our paddock as a great damper guy. He's been at a lot of great teams before. And Michael Cannon, who is obviously a wizard. He's an alpha wizard. He was my engineer my rookie year. One of the smartest people, I believe, in the paddock. What has that been like for you to experience? Has that almost been like an inspiration to kind of work with guys at that level?
Yes, it has been. I mean, definitely, before Michael Cannon joined, we had Ed Natman finished fourth, and Barber had two top tens with him there. So we started out really well there, but we were very up and down. We didn't have a lot of info to rely on, and I think when Michael Cannon showed up, he just brought us consistency, just something, a threshold of this is where we need to be, and we won't be shit. And that's kind of been the strategy. Yeah, it's been good so far, yeah.
And then, like, obviously, honestly, what it's like to struggle in this paddock as well. Because of the ECR situation, there were definitely many times, whereas we both had struggles of weekends, and they are still struggling. You are far better than they are in the championship, like a long way. But I just want to know how that feels, because it's got to feel good. You were obviously put in a tough spot. And again, I'm sure I would say, again, all those guys, the mechanics, great people over there. There are a lot of great people over there, but it has to feel good to be almost forced out of this game, but to be then now, I would say, probably in an even better position than you've ever been in before.
Yes, I think it's been the best move of my career, and well, I was kind of forced into this, so it's been awesome. It's been really fun. It feels really good when things come together and when things work out. So that's, it's been a really tough off season. It's been a pretty cool story to be the last guy signed, and then get a podium here in Toronto, and already be tied for my season with most top tens with 7 right now, with 4 races to go. So not bad.
Not too bad at all. Yeah, I actually said, I did say in this show earlier that if there is a seat open at any of the top teams, there's no one else who deserves it other than you. Because I believe that's, and now again, I'm sure Dale Coyne doesn't want to lose you now. I mean, he's got his guy, but at the end of the day, you want to win championships, you want to win races. I mean, that's why we get into this game, and you're still a very young dude. But what is it? Does it feel like there's a great bit of momentum going for you right now? Does it feel like, hey, I've got a safe and secure home at Dale Coyne Racing? Should there not be a top level seat opened up next year?
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, of course, Dale and me too. We're both interested in working with each other again in the future and next year. But it's really for me. I need to see what my options are right now. My stock has been pretty good, so it's gone up quite considerably. So, I'm hearing some chatter around, but it's still, for how early it usually gets, it's still not really clear what the silly season is going to bring.
Yeah, to be honest with you, it does actually seem like the silly season. Normally, everyone starts talking about it at Mid-Ohio, and I feel like I've heard nothing. I've not even been asked like what I'm doing next year. I feel like everyone always is starting to ask that around Mid-Ohio, but it seems to be awfully quiet. Is there some lurking news that you know about in the background, or is it literally just people are kind of all locked in and we're just hanging out?
I think we're all waiting for Will Power to make his move.
If he makes a move, who knows?
At least I think that's gonna shuffle the board game.
It could. It certainly could. Chase, I'm going to let you jump in here.
Yeah, so going into this race weekend, I just mainly wanted to know, was there anything different about this race going into the weekend that maybe you guys did differently at the other street courses this year?
Well, I mean, the inspiration we got from this setup was basically based on Detroit, which was the first weekend that Michael Cannon showed up. We qualified 7th. And then we had a mechanical issue after a few laps, so we never really raced with that. But we knew we could qualify well. We've been moving every race in between Detroit and here, but we've been starting in the back. So the goal was to qualify well and kind of do what we've always done, and beat people on strategy, and that's what we did. And things need to work out. You got to get a bit lucky, but I think the philosophy there was really good.
Yeah, and we talked a little bit too about like how strategy is so important. You got to have a good gambler. How good of a gambler is Dale Coyne, by the way? He seems to like he did a really good job on Sunday.
Oh yes, he's a good gambler. We've got a good group because he's not the only one making the decision there. We've got Matthew Nelson, who came over from Spain. He is an American, but worked there for a while. He has a lot of brains about strategy, fuel consumption, all that. And of course, Michael Cannon there, they're all working together. And, if he doesn't like something, he just doesn't tell me because he's the guy that talks to me on the radio. So I think that whole group, there's some chaos behind the scenes going on, but they always make the right decision.
Love that.
It is kind of wild that you and Kiffin did have the pit lane incident with one of your guys, and then now both of you are on the podium. That was kind of a wild moment. Yeah. It was cool to see. It's wild how life works out. Actually, when we were on one of the restarts, it was you leading, Kiffin, then me, and I was like, what a weird top 3 this is. This is kind of the craziest thing I think I've ever seen. I was nowhere near going to be able to keep up with you guys, but it was very fun to see. And honestly, Rinus, you had a big moment on one of the restarts in turn 11. I got to say, you looked more sideways than I think I've ever seen a car. So great job on saving that. Do you remember that moment?
Oh, yes, I do. There's been a lot of them, though. I think everybody was crazy loose that race, just probably because of that thunderstorm that rained that washed all the grip away. But I saw a lot of people being caught out by that. And also, I kind of really remember whenever was the last time I led a restart. So that was something.
Yes, that's a good point as well. It probably felt great. It certainly is much clearer. That's what I realized.
Awesome. Yeah, it was cool. Yeah. It was cool. That's pretty cool. But no, I think all things together was just a weekend where everything came together, and they have to be at a street course. But I think with the strategy we went, we could kind of move and adjust on the way.